Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik channel. Back with another one for Daniel Armstrong, for all of you actually on the Creek squad and all that. Alright, I'm just going to do it quite rapidly today. MESUS, Trump 2020. I should have reacted to this a while ago. Of course, this is an August video. And you know me, I'm all about this Trump 2020 business right now. I suppose, thank you Daniel for recommending this song. I said I wanted something more Trumpish to react to, not necessarily just a song for the sake of song. So let's just jump right into it. No more talking.
I'm screaming Trump 2020 or Christ 21, cause the way this shit heading, Armageddon finna come. I ain't dumb, I can see the writing on the wall. I ain't talking about the war by Mexico. No, I'ma let them know. Since you wanna talk about a war, okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how Barack and Hillary were all about it. Let's talk about how Obama had them kids in cages first. Oh, let's not, cause when I talk about truth, you get your feelings hurt.
Alright, MESUS. Thank you, Danny. This is the kind of song I'm looking for. This is what matters these days. As of the time of this recording, 16th of October, we got ourselves an interesting situation right now where some explosive information has been released about the Bidens, as Rudy Giuliani, I feel rightly put, the Biden crime family. And they put out information about how, effectively, in a simplified way, Biden has been involved in a quid pro quo with other nations. Effectively, what they accused Trump of being. So I'm just catching a lot of projection from the left. And what's even more creepy about what's going on is how big tech seems to be censoring, is censoring people, trying to stop people from putting out information about this, sharing it with their friends in DMs, let alone broadly publicized tweets and on Facebook wall posts and whatnot. So I'm just thinking to myself, for those of you who hear Trump 2020 and you think my reaction should be to hate Trump, what do you do when evidence comes to the contrary as to why Trump is actually worthy of respect? Let's just put it that way. In the light of all obstacles he's facing in his efforts to actually do something good for people, what do you think about that? Well, thankfully, I'm pretty sure I'm talking to the Creek squad mostly, and that's preaching to the choir. So, but for those of you who don't normally come here, what's your view on Trump 2020? I'm all Trump 2020, and I'm all for freedom of speech. So whether you think I'm awful or you do agree with me, that's fine. Just let me know. All right, let's keep going.
Mama wouldn't let him through. Guess he was a racist too, but he can't because he black. No matter what he say or do. And while we on the subject of that fuck it, how come he can go to church but you won't let the public? Shut the fuck up, where kids in cages shit is crazy. When Candace Owens has to show them that they live in Swayze. Speaking Swayze, Hollywood sure got a lot to say about Donald J, but then they plead the fifth when little kids get bored of slaves. I'm getting so
Lord, two things he talked there. Candace Owens talking about Barack Obama, black man can do no wrong. I just gotta say, I'm also grateful for Ice Cube recently coming out as saying that he's been working with, well, he's been quite discreet about it, but working with Trump administration to get some actual what am I trying to say? Sorry, everybody. To get some real progress made for the black community, with the black community. Yeah. Cube, I got rated for that. I was all on the fence with Cube a while ago when he's supporting Black Lives Matter. But I understand that, like many of us, like when people saw the George Floyd situation, despite how much more has been revealed about that strange series of events, most people, we're just feeling, well, of course, black help needs to be given to the black community to level the playing field. But then, the term All Lives Matter was being attacked. Now, of course, it's been attacked a while ago, but particularly when people were saying it in response to what's going on with George Floyd, what happened to George Floyd, or with George Floyd, and that's what turned me off in particular, because I'm thinking, if you want equality, all lives matter is clearly the answer, not just Black Lives Matter. And then strange crimes after strange crimes were being permitted in the name of Black Lives Matter, and it just made me think, which one of you black people are going to stand up and say, look, we're not stupid. This is not putting black people in a good light, let alone bringing equality. So, the hell with this narrative the left are pushing, and let's just look at what Trump is offering. Thank God for the platinum plan, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just to talk about that over and over. Oh, and finally, what is he talking about? Kids? Speaking of kids, yeah, yeah, man, Netflix and cuties. That is a funny one, isn't it? I got a shout out to that. What's that line? Yeah, it's a great YouTube channel I follow. I think it's called King Lions or something. It makes the Pervy series. Where are you? See if I can find you quickly. Good Lion Films. There you go. Yeah, man. You got a shout out Q and Trump 2Q2Q for just bringing to light how I don't even want to say hypocritical, how creepy I was going to say, the left and Hollywood are working together, keeping quiet about perversions that they are perpetuating. When all this stuff comes up, when the left can't speak for their errors, can't speak on matters that people want answers to, of legitimate questions, one can just say, you brought it on yourself, left. Anyways, keep going.
I'm tired of the truth being called conspiracy. Bitch, I die if I have to. I don't think you hear me. I give a fuck how many fans I lose from this. I'm on a mission, so that come with Judas. Get out, move, bitch. I don't give a flying fuck. Word up, another million views for the dude that they ain't heard of. Why they heard up the masses in the mess, the master plan. They had to muddy up the money, make our country cashless. Half the shit I share on Facebook gets deleted faster than the tweets, at least deleting about the shit they eatin'. Tell them pedos eat a dick. Think I'm playing if you want. Mama praying for a son, cause the snakes around them that'll happen, draining out the swamp. The fun of media, bitch. The fun of motherfucking media. Never ever watch a shit, bang it through your speaker, yeah. All they do is fuel the fire that divide us while these fat jackers hiding what unite us. Man, the time has come to draw a line in the sand. Boy, it's time to be a man. Attacking masculinity, so you ain't got the balls to stand. No, I will not retreat. Joe Biden mean defeat for America. Kiss goodbye to the land of the free. If that little girl sniffing pedo gets into position of our president, it's evident what's next is socialism. And I ain't working all day to give you most of what I make. So folks, you stay at home and make the same. I make no fucking way. This ain't hard to understand. If you want it, go and get it. That's what makes America great, even though they won't admit it. And I've been thinking, if America is such a shitty place, why so many people risk their lives to get into the state? And why so many people fighting for illegals anyway? If it's so better, then why aren't you warning them to stay away? So many double standards, I'm impressed that you can keep them straight. Especially when I know how bad you hate the thought of keep it straight. It's like I'm all for liking women, man identify as women. Ain't no truth no more, I speak facts, all I get back is opinion. I ain't here to hear your feelings, say that shit for therapy. Cause where I see this country's going bad, and I can clearly see it. So it's Trump 2020.
Bloody hell. Damn, MESUS. Damn. Anyway, Goosebumps. Check it out. Yeah, man. Damn. And he brought us out in August. It's October now. Let's just see what big tech are trying to do to try and stop things like this circulating. Thank goodness this song is still out there, man. People. The best thing is he's talking about it as opposed to, I mean, he's touching on things that you could really delve into. YouTube is a great place for getting great bits of research, and the channel creators like me, of course, we have to just do our thing to try and make sure we get our stuff through the algorithm. I've had so many of my videos taken down about hydroxychloroquine, about about the COVID-19, about XYZ. Anyway, but yeah, and thus it's been on my other channel. It's been a bit tricky to get stuff up, but you have to kind of speak in code. That's why we do rap. You know, sometimes you have to speak this way. And if a rap song gets censored when it's talking like this, then it needs to be even more creative. But better still, the whole point of this whole thing is to get physically close to somebody. Do not social distance if you don't have to. Now, I deliberately add if you don't have to because I'm gonna protect myself and say, hey, if you feel that you're ill or something and you can't stay close to somebody, then I leave it to you to use your judgment to keep away. But the whole point of this whole setup right now, as David Icke would put it, is, you know, the masks keep people separate and all these super circles that people in Joe Biden's rallies are standing, or press conferences or whatnot, are just indications of how the left, or I'm going to say the left actually, I was going to say the system and deep state, but I said effectively the left as it stands right now is intending to divide and conquer people. So it's all about getting together with people. We were talking with people before before these lovely smartphones came around. The good thing about smartphones though is that we can be smart with them and get across to people and outsmart algorithms sometimes, or a lot of times. But you know, you can't substitute for actually having true contact with somebody. Thank God I found love recently. Anyway, but without further ado, people, let's see the rest of the song.
Christ 21, cause the way this shit heading, Armageddon finna come. I ain't dumb, I can see the writing on the wall. And I ain't talking about the war by Mexico. Boy, I'ma let them know that Trump 2020 or Christ 21. Cause the way this shit heading, Armageddon finna come. I ain't dumb, I can see the writing on the wall. And I ain't talking about the war by Mexico. I'ma let them know.
That is a song and a half, man. Never ever watch this shit news. I'm checking that one out next. Well, let's look at that mask crap. Anyway, listen, I know some of you like me. I'm at this workplace where apparently there's no way of getting around the crappy mask rubbish. But no, well, there are ways that I figured out to still breathe. But maybe I won't expose that here, so I won't get anybody on my case. But I understand a lot of people are being stifled and they cannot literally voice their views as clearly and as boldly as Mr. MESUS has done right here. But there's strength in number, so get together with people who feel this way. And that's a great thing about YouTube. You can share your thoughts with people in the comments and in forums and whatnot. If people want to come at you, respect their freedom of speech too. If they think you're wrong, if they think Trump is an Illuminati Satanist, you know. All I'm saying is that there's no way that Biden's a better choice at the moment. I'm not saying I don't even claim to know everything about Trump. I'm just saying right now, for what is being offered, it's clear that Trump is a better choice for America's future. But that's my view. I want to know what you think also. Yeah, again, thank you, Daniel Armstrong. Catch you next time. Peace.